Roy Jones Jr., welcome to Great Britain, but sights set on New York, Madison Square Garden, the fight with Joe Calzaghe for the light heavyweight title. How do you assess this challenge?
I think it's one of the bigger challenges of my career. Only probably the third time that I really challenged for a big title like this. I think the other two were when I fought for the heavyweight title, and when I fought for the super middleweight title, I was challenger. And here again, I'm a challenger, and it's brilliant. It's a wonderful situation. I think we always ask for things, but God may not answer or deliver when we ask, but God always knows what's best and when it's best. Now it's the best time for this fight to take place, and now it's taking place.
And you're ready for this. What do you assess as Joe Calzaghe's strengths and possible weaknesses that you've seen in him?
Everybody knows his strength is all those punches he throw. He started punching 2 days before the fight. He don't stop about 2 days afterwards. Weaknesses, I don't know. Everybody got weaknesses. I have to get out there and figure out what they are when I get in the ring with him. You can't see none just looking at him, but he has some. We all have some. And I'll get out there and figure them out when we start fighting.
And what will your plan of action be for this? Your last 4 fights have gone to points, and obviously Joe's last fight in Las Vegas went to points against Hopkins.
Well, if this one has to go to points, then that's what it'll be. But I'm not going to lose on points. I don't really think, and I know he's going to be busy, but I think I can be just as busy as he can be if it need to be.
And in preparation for this fight, where would training camp be and who will you be using as your trainers?
Austin Merck's going to be my trainer. We train up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
And good memories of fighting in the Big Apple and Madison Square Gardens over the years as well.
Most definitely undefeated there. I've been a whole lot of super fighters that have fought there. And it's just a wonderful legacy. It was a great opportunity for me and Joe to seal our legacy there.
And sealing your legacy, that would be important, wouldn't it, for both of you as you come to the end of your careers?
Yeah, it would be. And the bigger thing is two fighters that have big names get to come together and fight. That's always a super fight, and that's always brilliant.
And it's great for the fans as well that come out to support this fight. They're in for a real classic.
Most definitely there for a real passing. So.
And when you look at this fight, how would you evaluate it compared to some of the previous opponents you fought?
Quickest opponent I ever faced. Never been in the ring with a guy that had almost as much speed as I had. This is my first time, and I can't wait to look forward. I look forward to it.
And do you feel Joe Calzaghe can bring the best out of you as a fighter?
Huh? Yeah, he will. He will. And as a matter of fact, my son said, this is going to be the fight of the year, so let's go. And you going to bring the best out of me, so let's go. You got to listen to that song. It says it all.
I can see the excitement in you, Roy Jones. It's really building up, isn't it, to a classic encounter?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And what would your plans be after this? Obviously, main focus on Joe Calzaghe at the moment.
I hope that it's a good enough fight, which I'm thinking it's going to be, because both of us are really, really good fighters. And we both going to be able to do our thing. I'm hoping it's good enough that we can do it again over here, though.
And that would be exciting to have a rerun of this.
Exactly, over here in this country. I told him we should go on. I told him in the beginning, I said we should just go on inside and fight 2 fights. Let's fight one in my country and one in yours. And we can call it there after that if we want to. We, the promoters, we can decide what we want to do.
I mean, that's a great position to be in, to be masters of your own destiny.
Exactly. So let's just do it.
Do you feel there's anyone else out there after Joe Calzaghe now?
I don't know, but we both getting up there in age. I don't have time to go back and be trying to challenge these young cats coming up. I beat a couple of them. I beat Hanshaw. He beat a couple of them. He beat Lacey. He beat the boy from Denmark, Miguel Kessler. So, it's like we've proved that we can do whatever we want to do. Let's spend some time doing it and enjoying it and making it big fights. Big fights be Roy Jones, Joe Calzaghe, that's a big fight. Like Sugar Leonard, Tommy Hearn, that was a big fight. This is a big fight. And let's go and do it. Regardless of outcome, we probably should go on plan and do it again in your country. Then everybody got what they wanted. And if it's a split, then we do it again at a neutral spot.
And it's great Britain and America coming together for a fascinating matchup.
For a fascinating matchup, but more of a sportsman caliber, because you got high-class athletes, not guys who going to badmouth one another, because we have respect and love for one another, just like our country should have. But when we compete with our heart, and our heart is all in it. And that's what each of our countries will want us to do.
Finally, Roy Jones, as you look forward to this encounter, it sends a great message out for the sport of boxing. 2 terrific ambassadors for the sport.
Say that again?
2 terrific ambassadors for the sport, both yourself and Joe Calzaghe.
Right.
It sends a great message out for the sport of boxing.
Thank you, and I just want people to know that you don't have to have a promoter to make it. You can make it by aligning yourself with somebody that can teach you the game, like myself, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is the first time Joe's fighting without a promoter. First time in all those years. Threw a lot of stuff away, but now you're going to get it back.
Roy Jones Jr., thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.